right. And Meagan Good, you ought to be fucking ashamed of yourself. What type of bitch?
Meagan, come here.
Come close to me. You got out from under that damn Jesus man.
You could have stayed with him.
You could have stayed with that nigga if you wanted to do this.
I'm so, like, honestly.
You are Meagan bad. You are not Meagan Good. You are Meagan disappointing. You are Meagan pissing me the fuck off is what you are. You are Meagan. Are you kidding me with this shit? You are not Meagan Good.
You are not a good girl.
You are not a good girl. You are Get up, friend.
It is such a low-hanging joke, but it was
I know, I had to get
funny.
it. I had to get it. Thank you.
But like, come on.
Girl.
Even if it wasn't a domestic violence case with a white woman.
Homeboy domestic violence.
But even if it wasn't, if this nigga had a bunch of parking tickets, if this nigga fucking ran over a kid by accident, if this nigga fucking jaywalked, I'm not going on dates with my new nigga to court.
I'm not going. Y'all done been to the court more than y'all done been out to eat.
Y'all ain't even been to the Red Lobster. Y'all ain't even been to Longhorn.
Y'all ain't even been to Longhorn yet.
And everything has been such, like, are we stupid PR moves? Like the fight? Please. No violence.
I really wished if that was real that them kids would have jumped Jonathan Majors.
Well, looks like Meagan Good's name would have to be changed from Meagan Good and back now to Meagan Bad, because guys, guess what? She has been dragged on social, but in fact, she's still being dragged on social media for having an impinging role in this whole harassment, assault, blah, 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 between Jonathan Majors and his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabbery. Now, as we all do know, Jonathan Majors has been found guilty of assault harassment. Now, the verdict was reached on Monday by a six-person jury after over 4 hours of deliberation spread across 3 days. Now, the actor is set to be sentenced on February 6th, next year, meaning that things really have become or will become very sour or bitter for this, dude. But unfortunately, let's just put you a tweet from the Manhattan district attorney Alvin Bragg apparently said something about this interesting, rather sad story or development. It says that at the Manhattan DA's office, we are committed to centering survivors in all of our works. The evidence presented throughout this trial illustrated a circle of physical and emotional abuse. The escalating patterns of coercion far too common across the mainly intimate partner violence cases we see each and every day. Today, a jury determined that pattern of abuse and coercion cumulated with Mr. Majors assaulting and harassing his girlfriend. We thank you. Now, this is a statement released by the Manhattan District Attorney, that's Alvin Bragg. Now, and why is Meagan Good apparently trending in this conversation? Now, I perfectly understand, because I, for one, have constantly said that girl needs to take a chill pill from this. Like, from the start, I said this, and I'm sure most of you would agree with me that I did say this. Like, Meagan Good seemed to be poking her. In fact, she was always present in court, storming court with Jonathan Majors here and there. And, it raised some kind of suspicions. I feel like girl was just rushing. Well, some of you would disagree, because you may think that, well, girl is super head over heels with Jonathan Majors, and she was just there, or she is always there to, support or give Jonathan Majors a shoulder in this difficult time. But I for one do not understand why she's even trending on Twitter, because people are saying that, according to what social media have been talking about, people say that Meagan Good apparently, one way or the other, had an impinging effect about Jonathan Majors' assault case that we apparently have witnessed a verdict on already. Like, so I'm asking, what did she do? Like, what role did she play in this conversation? And people have been roasting her bitterly. Like, right now, what happens to the wedding that really was about to exist between these two? Because earlier we had report that Meagan Good and Jonathan Majors were apparently planning for their biggest day, and process have been expedited already. And right after the court proceedings, who knows, basically we were going to hear about a bigger news about this two walking down the aisle. But unfortunately, after this verdict, looks like Meagan Good's name has been dragged. Now guys, let's just pay attention to some of the rant on social media, what people have been talking about, and what you also make of it also.
Jonathan Majors has just been found guilty of assault in the third degree and guilty of harassment against his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari. Now, this will make Twitter mad because they all believe that Jonathan Majors was not guilty, but a New York jury has found Jonathan Majors guilty. And already they're calling New York City and this jury racist because they don't believe that Jonathan Majors was guilty of assault. But a lot of it came down to the text messages that show Majors dissuading Jabari from going to the hospital following a separate alleged altercation in 2022. But what do you guys think? Was Jonathan Majors, the actor formerly known as Kang the Conqueror for Disney's Marvel Universe, was he entrapping his ex-girlfriend in a prison of fear and a prison of abuse? Or is it like X is saying, the New York jury is racist? What do you guys think about this situation?
I had no idea that he was walking into court hand in hand with Meagan Good and with his Bible. You can tell that he was a theater kid because this is big theater kid energy. You can tell he's trying to set the scene. It's a book of poetry, a Bible, and I'm so tired of that 12 years a slave cup. And he calls it his emotional support cup. Sir, people need support from you. You are the problem, allegedly. Some of the headlines say that he brought his personal Bible, but I think he kind of missed the mark. This Bible doesn't look used enough. Because if you're going to bring a Bible to court, I think it should look weathered. It should be dog-eared. It should look like you are a bibliophile, like you stay reading the Bible. Look like you and the Bible go hand in hand. Like you read every religious text. Like you've got the Torah, you've got the Bible, you've got the Quran. You're reading things in Hebrew and Sanskrit. Like you need to look like you are religious. And this Bible just looks a little too new for me. He's also entered his fashion girly era with these new paparazzi pictures. These pictures crack me up because he's actually serving. There's this TikToker, Christine, I think her ad is Look Good in Photos. And she had this one video about how to wear coats in winter and to look pretty good. And one of her tips was that don't put the coat on, but like have it hanging off your shoulders. And look, here I am doing it right now. So I'm imagining Jonathan Majors watching her video and then executing the look perfectly. He's serving the girls. Except for, of course, his shoes. I even tried to Google these shoes. I don't even know what they are. I couldn't even find the brand. I don't know. Should I be surprised by these theatrics? I mean, this is what his attorney's wearing to court. What?
And Meagan Good, you ought to be fucking ashamed of yourself. What type of bitch?
Meagan, come here.
Come close to me. You got out from under that damn Jesus man.
You could have stayed with him.
You could have stayed with that nigga if you wanted to do this.
I'm so, like, honestly.
You are Meagan bad. You are not Meagan Good. You are Meagan disappointing. You are Meagan pissing me the fuck off is what you are. You are Meagan. Are you kidding me with this shit? You are not Meagan Good.
You are not a good girl.
You are not a good girl. You are it up, friend.
It is such a low-hanging joke, but it was
I know,
so
I had to get
funny.
it. I had to get it. Thank you.
But like, come on.
Girl.
Even if it wasn't a domestic violence case with a white woman.
Homeboy domestic violence.
But even if it wasn't, if this nigga had a bunch of parking tickets, if this nigga fucking ran over a kid by accident, if this nigga fucking jaywalked, I'm not going on dates with my new nigga to court.
I'm not going. Y'all done been to the court more than y'all done been out to eat.
Y'all ain't even been to the Red Lobster. Y'all ain't even been to Longhorn.
Y'all ain't even been to Longhorn yet.
And everything has been such, like, are we stupid PR moves? Like the fight? Please. No violence.
I really wished if that was real that them kids would have jumped Jonathan Majors.